How's it going, buddy?
And in here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day, eh?
You too.
Yep. And those are the type of nurses I like. Hello.
Yeah, my wife thought it was going to be half an hour. And I was 10 minutes. So I didn't know we could be working.
What up, dog?
Man, hey there, I caught you outside this time. Not in the passing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't fucking like being there too long.
Where?
Just up there, really.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of in that situation now, but I need everything to freaking, the swelling to come down, but it's hard to sit there. It's getting even harder to sit there because I'm fucking not, like, I'm crazy physically active, man. Like, I do fucking enough work fucking for 4 men.
Oh,
in a
I know.
day,
Me too,
right?
buddy.
So,
Me too. Me too, man. I hear you. Me too. I'm the same way. Same way, man.
yeah, like, fuck.
But by the same token,
Oh, well.
I got this fucking YouTube channel, so I'm gonna up to fucking 72 subscribers now. So
Nice.
fucking building every day.
Right on.
Thanks for joining there, bro.
Yeah, no problem. You'll be lucky, or you're fucking not lucky.
Oh, I'll be lucky in some
No,
sort
no,
of way,
no,
but
no, no, I guess you're lucky because I fucking literally have subscribed to nothing on YouTube. Literally nothing. You're like the only thing I've ever subscribed to ever.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I appreciate that because I got somebody that didn't fuck with YouTube at all, and she's gonna fucking subscribe to my show too. So that's fucking cool, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Fucking look at that fucking cone.
Yeah. So, fuck, you'll love this shit, man. So my buddies they were here yesterday and never seen fucking, yeah, you saw them in passing and never seen all of them for fucking 20 years.
Oh yeah?
Until fucking last night.
Nice.
So.
You got in trouble?
Oh no, fucking, they were trying to see if I would, because fucking, well, buddy offered me a beer and I was just like, you know, I haven't drank in however long this ambulance is gonna get fucked up trying to park here. I could just see it here. Fuck me.
Well, they're all kitty wampus.
Yeah.
Fucking trading day.
Like, Jesus Christ, dog.
Trading
I don't think
day.
he can fucking get in there, dog. I think he's, yeah.
Should have taken it a little wider.
Yeah, man, like, he needs to fucking probably back up and do her again. That's what.
You'll have to come in behind the other one, then back up and come in.
Yeah, fucking right. So I could see.
I've never driven trucks before.
Yeah, well, see, like I drove trucks on the. I driven pump truck on the service rig, and that is fucking crazy. Like they have different models of semis. So I'd go from crew to crew because, you know, the fucking rig industry, like. Oh yeah, I'm so happy that she walked out of there. Oh my lord, that's just awesome. And you know what? They're El Gesso show people. At least she's beautiful. That's all I gotta say. Because she is very beautiful. Oh, looks like Buddy's. Oh, he got the mirror there. Oh fuck. Oh, is he gonna get it in? Oh fuck. Holy fucking shit, he got her in. Oh god. You see what happened there, Richard, is this guy here on the fucking right side of him could have went over another fucking foot. Probably too.
Yeah.
And it's because this guy's like, holy fuck, like how's he gonna get that motherfucker in there? And he did her.
Now he's got to get it out.
Yeah.
It's one thing to get it in.
All good. She was a tight squeeze. My lord, man.
Now my legs starting to fucking calm down.
That's one thing that, like, I've fucking fallen in love with all the ambulance ladies. Fuck, man. Fuck, I had these two. They drove me to Calgary and back, and oh fuck, it was the best fucking ride ever, man. I'm trying to remember their names, but they were out of Rimby.
Oh yeah.
They were fucking so nice to me, man. And oh man, they were. I think one of them's name is Joe. Because fucking, they all subscribe to this. They're like, I know it's only 72 right now, but every time I see like one of them just walk over in passing and something, they come over and bullshit, and then I just say, hey, fuck, subscribe to this show. It's all about being in the hospital and fucking, you know, sneak peek of being without your legs for the moment and fucking rolling in this, you know, fucking system that's going on. So, and I've met fucking all sorts of different people here, like, and they all fucking got a story to tell, man. Like, it ain't just my story. Like, you got a story, fucking.
He's got a story.
Yeah.
She's got a story.
Yeah, fucking these guys here, I'll bet you they got stories you wouldn't fucking believe.
Oh, especially the EMTs, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think they got some sort of training where, like, stuff they've seen and shit, like, they try to really, you know.
Dissociate.
Yeah. And I don't think they really like talking about shit like that. Like, they're pretty fucking, you know, I get that shit, though. Like, I really do.
I remember the one ambulance, or no, it was when I took my very first, when I was 18 and I took my first aid course.
Oh, yeah.
There's this chick named Jazz. She worked here in Red Deer at the one place, and she was telling a story when she was an EMT that they come to a scene and Buddy had 2 broken femurs. They just showed up.
Yeah.
On the adrenaline and shock alone, Buddy fucking jumped up, like, and they're both like snapped, right?
Oh.
He fucking jumped up and he ran for fucking the whole kilometer. Like, and they had to fucking chase him down, and then his fucking legs just gave out. Both the fucking bones come right out the fucking legs.
Oh.
Like,
buddy.
oh, dude.
Jeez.
Like,
Yeah.
just like so jacked up on adrenaline and shit, right? And you're just like, fuck, and then you just, like,
Oh, yeah.
oh,
I could
man.
see myself fucking doing something like that. Really. I really could. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I totally could, man.
It was like, just hearing it, I was like, whoa. Whoa.
The fact that my friend showed up last night, though, fucking, that's awesome.
Simple pleasures.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, fuck, bring your nunchuck out. And I'm like, all right. And I hit her in my code. And without a word of a lie, Richard, I fucking swung it around, probably only 8-9 times, put it back in my coat. Fucking peace officers are rolling around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all over the place here.
And fucking, they see, me and my buddies sitting here, and of course, while my buddies were drinking beer, so there's a few beers all over the fucking table, and they're just sitting there fucking, I'm looking at Buddy, and I'm like, yeah, they're gonna come over and fucking talk to me, I bet, and whatever, and they're like, no, they're not, and they're, like, literally sitting there just looking at us, and it's like, fuck. It's like, really, bro? Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not doing nothing to nobody. But my buddy Greg, he was fucking smart, because he seen somebody walking by, and that person looked right over at me when I was fucking swinging him, and he's like, fuck, Jesse, put it back in your coat. And I fucking did. As soon as I fucking did, they come around the motherfucking corner, man. Fuck. So, but I did it for them because I never seen them for 20 fucking years, but, you know, I probably, you know, I wouldn't fuck around like that right now at all.
Yeah.
But it was nighttime and fucking, you know,
Whatever.
yeah.
Just having fun.
I was
enjoying
kind
yourself.
of thinking like it was dark enough that, you know, they wouldn't really be able to see, and I could be like, you know, hey, I don't have them, like, whatever, right? Like, so.
Did they jack you?
Never even stopped, game over. They looked at us like, literally fucking came, like, circled this whole place 4 or 5 fucking times. A couple cops went that way. Never seen them fuck around with me. They got better things to do than stare at a guy in a wheelchair and see if he fucking swings his nunchucks around. Which is pretty much what these guys do, and they got no time to do fuck all. Which is kind of funny in a lot of respects, because, like, you think about it in the whole fucking scheme of things, like what our money goes to in taxes and all that, and paying these guys to fucking do what they do, and you know.
No, it's like with the fucking, like, I don't have anything against any of the nurses. Like, they're all good people, but it sucks sometimes when you're keeping after them about the meds, and then, you know, you sit there for like 20 minutes with your dinger on, you're just sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, like you're trying to time it so you get your meds on time.
That's what my dad does too. Like when he's got painkiller shit going, that's what he tries to do too. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Time
then
it, yeah.
and then like the one time me and Keith there, we roll out to go for a smoke, and we can hear like two dingers dinging.
Yeah.
And we go by, and they're all just sitting in the nurse's station. And it's like you know, like, come on.
Yeah, it gets to be bullshit at times. And you know, what I find kind of funny about that is when they finally get to your room, some of them claim how, you know, some of them really claim how fucking busy they are. But like you say, you see something like that, it's really hard to, you know, be fucking sympathetic at times when you see that shit. And you're just like, fuck, like. But when they are running around like a bunch of fucking hedgehogs, then you fucking know it's just
like sometimes they're busy as fuck.
And they're running in every fucking room and all that shit. Like, and sometimes, like, you know, us as patients, we also got to see that, you know, like, when they all are sitting around like that, they may be on a break, they may not be. They might be talking about something else.
Right.
And they also, a lot of them, you know, I ask this question to them a lot, especially if they look really fucking wasted and tired.
Oh yeah.
Like, I go, hey, have you fucking worked a double today? And some of them go, like that. And I'm just like, hey, I say, listen, like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but you probably should fucking, because literally some of them have come in my room, man, and like, I feel so bad for them because like, they're so tired, they're fucking drunk. And like, you know, like this one lady.
Well, I've done that too though. Like I fucking worked.
Yeah.
I've worked like a motherfucker in my life, so I know, and I can sympathize for having working 12s and fucking shit like that. Like fuck, man. Like the last 2 fucking years, I was driving from Olds to Calgary, picking up guys all around Calgary, going to the job site. Like I was getting up at like fucking 3-4 in the morning.
You'd have to,
driving to Calgary, getting the job site, working a day, dropping everybody back off because I was nice enough to do it.
Yeah.
And then I would.
You do seem like that type of guy to do that.
Well, and I wouldn't get home till like fucking 10, 11, fucking midnight.
Yeah.
I'd take a fucking shower, grab a bite to eat, if I was even, because half the time I'd be like leaving Calgary starving, get home, and then it's suppressed itself, so it's like I can't fucking eat. Shower, pass the fuck out. Sometimes not even shower. Fucking wake up and have a quick shower in the morning, out the fucking door, and then do that fucking 6 to 7 days a week.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too. Basically, like I worked for the one company there, not this winter, but the last winter before. I'd be up at I don't know, 5:15 or whatever. And sometimes I'd have a quick shower. Sometimes I wouldn't. Sometimes I'd just throw my shit on and kind of start thinking in my head what I was gonna do with my truck when I did my walk around and stuff, because these guys were like, they were not fucking nice to me at all, man. And most rig companies, when you first start off, I've heard from a lot of buddies that they won't be at first, and fucking, I was like, holy fuck, like I was putting up with all sorts of shit, and I was just like, and then I'm remembering to myself, I'm like, okay, like they're being hard on me, but they're not laying hands on me or anything stupid like that. So I was like, I'm gonna stick with these guys. It's all good, right? So fucking I did, and I learned, and I fucking, it was the craziest way to fucking learn, man. Like these guys were all doing it for like, some of them for like 15 fucking 20 years, and they're like fucking throwing me in there, man. Like I'm throwing elevators, like that's what they're called. Like you fucking smash the pipe, and you know, and chirp pipe, and fucking over and over. And I was just like, and after a while I was like, fuck, like I got the hang of it, and they like that too. So like every time I'd grab the elevator, it's like, come on there, Taekwondo, just smash it. And I just start smashing them, and then they kind of saw that, like, holy fuck, like for like a semi little guy, he can throw it around. So like I had to basically prove myself, and then
that's it.
And then fucking, it ended in about March, fucking middle of March or whatever. I went back to Paderni's, fucking hung out there for a season, fucking worked my ass off. I I love those guys. They're fucking. I actually on my Facebook there. One of my good friends there. She works there as a HR or whatever, and I told her to tell those guys to fucking say hello for that. I said hello from me there and all that stuff. So yeah, no, I've been trying to keep busy up in here. I guess I'm out of here on fucking Monday. I guess. I mean, we'll see what's up, but
Hey, it'll be nice to at least somewhat continue with your life, right? As much as you can.
yeah.
Other than the El Gesso show, what's your fucking plans?
Well, go back to Taekwondo. Just kind of get used to fucking traveling around. Like,
What's the story with fucking? Because I seen your post there about Master Rims Taekwondo, I think. Yeah, and that's over. It's just over there, ain't it? Over by Oriole Park.
it was, but it got moved to out by Gasoline Alley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what were you like? Are you one of the trainers or teachers?
No, but I mean, it's kind of a long story with them. Like they kind of grandfather people into it. They, especially if they really are interested in you doing it, they'll put you through a course, and you have to be there for, quite a few years, and just. You start off teaching the little kids and stuff, which is how everybody starts, and then after that you go to teach adults and all that, and but yeah, no, it'd be I would teach in a walker, I'd teach in a motherfucking wheelchair. I wouldn't care, man. I'd still yeah, I really would, yeah. I'd do what I could, and that's just that. So. And I mean, I'm gonna keep on working on getting the hell out of this chair, because I know it'll happen one day.
How's the feeling been?
Oh, I'm actually trying to slowly wiggle my toes right now in my shoes. So
Yeah.
every time I sit here, I try to move shit.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't quite move, like this whole time, like even I mean, I'm just making sure this motherfucker's rolling still. Is it? Yeah, it is good. But yeah, no, even this whole time when this started, I would, they'd take me to the toilet, and when they'd leave, I'd take the grab bars and just do little exercises and shit. And sometimes I'd be sore as fuck, but I wouldn't care, because I'd just keep on
Trying.
because I thought to myself, I was like, what the fuck else am I gonna do in here, really? But try to do this shit. So that's what I did, and after a while, like, I kind of noticed in my arms that, holy fuck, like, I mean, I didn't realize how filled out you get when you start, transferring yourself and all that shit and whatever. So, I've noticed a difference, and I'm happy that, my time in the hospital is slowly but surely coming to an end, and good though. I've been here a long time, and it's time to get on with life. So,
Yeah, no doubt.
how's it going today? Right on. A little nicer day today, eh?
Better, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad those cops didn't mess with my friends and me last night. They were looking over at us, but which is kind of funny. My buddy was just getting fucking paranoid big time. Oh, fucking yeah. He's like, what are they doing? What are they doing? And I was like, it's okay, dude. They don't care about your beer. All they care about is the guy in a wheelchair with full fucking nunchucks. He starts laughing, eh? Yeah. He just doesn't give a fuck after that. No, there's guys. I've seen guys come out here, man, and you can kind of get a sense that they fucking been in here a little while and whatever, and all of a sudden you'll see a car pull up, and somebody's buddy and all that shit, or family friend, come over and fucking plop the 6-pack right on the fucking table. Like,
That's what my buddies were joking about, bringing me beer, and I'm like, I don't know.
yeah. Well, it's funny you say that because my buddy there yesterday, he likes his beer, and you know he just never seen me. He never seen me for a long time. So fucking so he was drinking, and he had a beer in his sleeve, and he's like, "You want one, bro?" And I'm like, "Ah, bro, I'm okay. Like, thanks anyway. Like, I haven't drank." And he couldn't believe it. I was like, "I haven't drank in over like 6-7 years, man." He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." Best decision I ever made in my fucking life.
Yeah, eh?
Well, because I just was just getting like I'd party with the wife and just the two of us, even at home, and
Just drink a lot.
oh man, just get fucking blackout drunk. Fuck, like I would. This one time, like she saw me like in the bedroom, like she didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like I thought I was like taking a piss in the bathroom or something. They took a piss right on the floor. Fucking went to bed. I woke up and I'm like, I look over on the floor and I'm just fucking hung and still drunk, eh? And I look on the floor and I'm like, oh fuck. And Millie's just passed out, and I'm like, and I could tell by the look on her face, like she's kind of like,
You're a dick.
yeah, like passed out, yeah, you're a dick look, and I'm just like, oh fuck, and then she hears me moaning and groaning, and she's like, oh, by the way, you can clean up the piss on the ground too, and I'm like,
Fuck.
oh shit, and then like, yeah, and then I'd have other times where like, you know, like, I never did the fucking, never did any of the dandruff too much in our relationship, but when I did, I'd stayed up all night. She stayed up all night, and whatever. But I'm glad those days are over with, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, I mean, my little brother likes to joke about partying, you know, but not being that I've been up in this fucker for, you know, so long, but
What's up, little fella?
I don't think I'll even have a drink of anything. I mean, I might go to the Rips and fucking Rocky or Red Deer and, you know, load myself up with edibles or something and just do that shit.
Throw some loonies.
Yeah. Sit on fucking Perv Row with my wheelchair and just do that shit. And yeah, no, my little brother was joking about me having a beer, and I said, no, dude, that's not a good idea.
And it's not even probably a thing really in your mind. Like, you thought about it, but it's not, right?
Well, I mean, it's funny because I got tested last night, right? Like, he passed it over to me, and I looked at it, and I was like, yeah, fuck. I was like, no. And I was like, because for one thing, I'm on all this medication too, and I've been figuring out that, you know, the pot really ain't, and the oil ain't so bad about shit while I'm on it and whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I looked at that beer and I thought, fuck, like even a half of that beer
Probably just fucking.
could just ruin my night,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like, absolutely not. So,
Oh yeah. Especially like depending on how much weed you smoked and all the other
yeah,
shit
it
you're
really
on,
messed
like,
me.
it would just fucking that little bit of beer just fucking throw you for a loop.
And then not only that, like once you like that, like, you know, you got, you know, fucking security roll up on you and shit, and they see that you're drunk and all that shit, and they're always fucking checking for that.
Yeah.
And you know, not only that, and then you got the good old boys in the Suburban that try to see if old El Jesso's got the fucking nunchuck spinning in the air like a fucking helicopter. But no, that was a very good decision. I woke up this morning and thought, fuck, I'm really fucking glad I didn't have that beer. But I mean, it was cool that he offered it to me. He didn't know. Like, it's not like he was.
Well, you guys haven't seen each other in how fucking long, right?
Yeah.
Can't fault the guy for just, you know.
No, that's what I didn't, because that's what I told him. I said, no, man, I should have told you I quit drinking, so. But, I've really met a lot of people in the last 7.5 months.
Fuck, I could only imagine. I've met a lot of people in the last 2 fucking weeks.
But I mean, one thing I noticed that, you know, with all this whole system is there is times when certain supplies are kind of in limited amounts, we'll say, like in and out tubes. They were out of them for like, holy fuck, it must have been like over a week, man.
Oh yeah.
And I had to like, so I was like, okay, so
In and out tubes for
like to take a leak in the fucking in the urinal bottle, but
yeah.
I was like, all right. So what I did was every time that I had to slide to the bathroom, I would just fucking just drain everything, and like I didn't care if it took 2 hours. I just fucking drained.
Sit there.
Oh yeah, and then I was like, okay, I'm good. Because you can kind of tell, you look down at your belly and it's not looking like a motherfucking watermelon
Well, I
anymore.
find that
like,
those fucking commodes too, they're like, they don't let your body sit in a position that allows
oh
you to
yeah,
drain very
yeah.
well at all.
I know.
Like
And
you're
that's,
sitting there and I'm like,
yeah.
I know that I still got piss in there.
Yeah,
And you just gotta sit there and wait because your body, like, it's all like crunched up like this sitting in it.
Yeah.
And you can't open
Yeah.
your legs properly. And
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. And no, I know what you mean. And I think that's why, like, sometimes, like, I just say screw it and I just take the grab bars and I just, like, when I try to stand or whatever, or I stand with the grab bars or whatever, finally shit starts to drain. Like, but finally, you know, and stand up as long as I can and then sit back down again. Oh man, I don't know how many times I've done stand up, sit downs on the toilet. I must have done thousands of them by now.
Yeah.
Like just like obsessive stuff. Hey, how's it
You're
going?
welcome. Good. How are you?
Good.
It's good.
So that was the night.
Not bad actually.
Yeah?
Steady. Yeah.
Pretty-
How was your night?
Not bad. Like, didn't freaking sleep very well though.
Not again. Making friends.
Yeah.
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 This is Jesse.
Hi Jesse and
Nice,
Cassie.
nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah.
It's a nicer day out today.
Oh yeah, for sure it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday was cold.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I know.
Actually, the cold air on my leg feels pretty good right now though.
Cute.
Yeah, I don't mind it too much either. Yeah, I don't mind it too much either at all.
Probably helps with the heat though, hey?
Hmm?
Is your leg getting warm?
Well, it's more just because everything's swollen and stuff, and it's like so temperamental. If I would have known.
Yeah.
If I
If
would have
only.
known.
Yeah. If only.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. You know, the doctor's supposed to be around today sometime.
That's what he said yesterday. That's what you were saying.
That's what I've been saying for the last week.
Doctors. Now they're playing the doctor game. See you when I see ya.
Yeah.
See you. They're doing good now. They're not worried.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm like just about at the point where it's like, fuck, I can change the dressing on this. Just give me the shit. I'll go home for a week. I'll
Yeah.
see you in a week.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only. Hey.
Except the other day, I don't know what it meant, but they had a thing over the intercom saying that the hospital was over capacity or something.
Level 2.
Oh yeah, they do that every time.
What is that? What is that?
I actually had a girl explain that to me yesterday, actually. She said level 2 means that there's no more beds at all. So they're looking at who they can transfer out, who they can discharge, because they need beds. Level 3, I guess, she says when it gets to that point, that just means like the place is blown up.
Yeah.
But yeah, level 2, just they have absolutely no beds, and they're just looking who they can get rid of.
Yeah. There's people out in the hallway too in my
Yeah,
unit.
I noticed.
Yeah.
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 That's what I was like. There's people being
Yeah.
left in hallways and stuff, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. Some of the third floor, they're in the pub rooms, they're in the corners, they're in hallways, they're just
Stuffed wherever there's room.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
And then
That
forgotten
TV room.
about because they're just sitting there, right? Like, and
Yeah.
they've got, you know, the nurses, there's starting nurse shortages and all this other stuff. And so, you know, people probably get forgot and,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, man. No, I know what you mean by that. Yeah.
Do you have a room and board up there?
Yeah, I just have a private room actually.
Oh,
and-
that's nice.
Oh yeah. So I'm able to do all my nunchuck videos and all that. So I mean, I got a YouTube channel now too called the El Gesso Show. So
That's awesome.
yeah. So I've been doing episodes every day, and I take it in my little bag here and roll around and record and all that. So it's
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. The inside man.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That's funny you say that too, because one day I was doing a Facebook Live, and just to me just transferring into my wheelchair, because nobody's ever really seen me in a wheelchair before, right?
Oh, okay.
My friends, right? So
Yeah.
so I was showing them that, and I just got done. Like I just slid right into the chair, and then all of a sudden the door opens, and you know, one of the nurses walk in, and I was like, oh, I gotta turn off my thing, and then she was like all freaked out. She thought I was recording her and shit, and I was just like, I'm not doing that shit. I got no reason to record y'all. Like I'm recording me, so
Right. Like,
camera's
your
pointed
face-
at me all the time. Yeah,
Your face can stay out of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know some of them
basically,
get so paranoid.
this is the moneymaker.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Then I got talked to by like two nurses after that, and I was like, look, like I'm not gonna record y'all. It's just me doing a documentary. Like, come on. Like, I don't even know what, like, when they, like, I've had like 60 diagnoses, and I don't even know what I have. Like, at least give me that. Like, I'm trying to make a show about what the fuck's been going on with me and shit, right? So.
Because there's always somebody somewhere out there that can relate.
Yeah, well, actually, it was
Not
funny
real.
because I ran into a guy in the hallway. That's an old guy, and he got COVID, and he lost his legs for the time being too. So.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So he's off to Unit 35. I imagine they might move him there maybe Monday night after I leave. Who knows? So maybe he'll
Oh, is
get
that
the.
where you are? 35?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 35. Yeah.
Yeah.
Been there just over. Well, I was in 33 for a bit, and then they moved me over to 35. So.
That's better over there.
Yeah.
33 is a gong show.
Yeah.
There's some units I despise going to.
Yeah. Oh, I'll bet. For sure. Some, especially I find with some, you know, some have more interpersonal things going on than others do. I guess is what I've found about the units too.
Oh.
Like, yeah, a little bit.
The
Interesting.
drama. The drama.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There's always drama somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, one particular instance. I mean, you know, I'm friends with a lot of nurses, but one that I know, you know, she has trouble with a certain person that, you know, it seems like every time she does shit in front of him, she can do no right in front of him or something, and you know, this particular person's always. And you know, and she confided in me about it, so I was just like, all right.
Needed somebody to vent to.
Yeah, so I don't mind that at all. I mean, I've
What the fuck?
you know, been here in the system for
Yeah.
7.5 months, so
That's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a
Yeah.
long, crazy road.
Yeah.
But the first thing that, you know, I would say to people if they have to be in there long is try to stay out of your head as much as possible.
Good luck, Richard. Good luck.
Yeah.
I'm like the worst person to do that.
Well, at the first I was pretty bad for that when I was in Calgary because it was like
Everything. just
extreme loneliness. Like that's kind of where I started the video, like the El Gesso Show idea, because I made a whole bunch of videos of me just doing shit in my room in Calgary, and I didn't have my nunchucks then because, well, you know, Billy didn't bring them to me just yet, which is all right. But when I came back to Red Deer, I was like, oh man, I need them. Like, and I've noticed pretty big, significant change in my mental health, anyways. Like compared to what it was before. So
Yeah. That outlet.
Yeah, well, I needed that because I noticed I was really off the wall before. You know, I needed something to.
Yeah. Keep
Some,
yourself occupied.
yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it has caused a little bit of issues around some people. Well, I got messed with by the peace officers out here. I mean, everybody's heard that story a billion times. So, but you know, and then I got talked to by a couple of nurses on the unit. Why do you have these? And I'm like, I'm just practicing.
Oh,
Like,
Joked with
like
them,
they're
just been like, 'cause I'm gonna kick your ass.
yeah. That's just exactly.
funny.
That's what that's what the thing was. Is like they were like seeing me with these things and like and thinking that you know like I was
You're gonna go AWOL.
yeah, and I was like, you know what? No, like these are for practice. Like they're not a lethal weapon in any sort of way, and like you know, and they went and talked to the unit manager about it, and he even said the same thing. Like he actually, you know, he actually stood up for me and was like, no, he's just here practicing with them. I don't mind if he practices in his room. He's not harming anybody.
All right.
Like literally, that's like I'm not saying that's what the conversation was word for word, but you know that's kind of what he's thinking with that statement. I mean, he's just practicing. He's not you know exactly. So
Let the guy have a little bit of fucking.
yeah. So I really appreciate that guy for that because you know now I can, you know, if I happen to be on the toilet for hours on end, I, you know, just record my hand doing, you know, and then sometimes I'm able to balance myself and go like this and do stuff like, you know, so they can see the nunchucks in the air and all that. So yeah, no, because you know I wouldn't say I'm a huge sensation just yet for it, but I mean every time I wake up in the morning now, like like the other day I woke up there was like, probably 3,000 or a little bit more views on those like little 15-second clip videos that I had, and then this morning it jumped to 6,000. So I was just like, holy shit.
That's awesome.
So like people got different time zones and all that shit too. So that's why I got to remember that too. Like I'll wake up and look at some video and be like, yesterday that had like 3 views and now it's got like 2016 or something like that. It's just
awesome.
It's crazy how internet is. Yeah, so,
It's out there.
yeah, and I mean,
I noticed you started doing the reels and stuff quite a bit too.
yeah, well, I do that, and I do the long vids too, because like YouTube's got this thing called watch hours too. Like you got to get like 4,000 of them, like it's a really big amount to be able to get your channel to be monetized.
Yeah.
And they put ads on it in between the videos and stuff. People are annoyed by them, but I mean, but I mean, if I got ads on my videos, then that means you know they're making money. But that money wouldn't go to me. That money would go to my parents. I already told my mom that straight up because I was like, you know, while I'm in a wheelchair at the moment, like I'll be getting retrained and eventually here to do something else for the moment, and. But, you know, I kind of figured if that channel bumps off, which it may, I could see that it would. I mean, I've been spreading the word all over this hospital, too. So, I mean, I could see it bumping off one day. And, you know, I mean, my parents, even before I got in this wheelchair, like, they've done a lot for me. And I'm really appreciative of what they've done. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I started this channel is just for their sake too, because I wanted to see if I could, you know, get her to bump off and be a little bigger than old Mr. Paul there doing the boxing on YouTube. That's something else. And then Jake there, he's gonna fight Anderson Silva or something like that.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's quite the guy. He fights all these old Finnish. Well, they're not Finnish fighters, but they've, you know. I don't like the way Silva went out of the UFC, man. Like I was sad to see his last 4 fights. He got so beat up, man. It was just like, oh man,
hey,
like
you fight long enough, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, and then I seen then I seen one of them like he was in the press conference and it was just like gotta hand it to him for going to the press conference. I don't know if I would if my face looked like hamburger like that, but he's just like. Talking on the mic, and he's just like, and I was just like, fuck, man. Like, when I seen him looking like that, I was just like, it's time to hang up the gloves, bro. Like, if I got smashed out even once like that, and I was a fighter like that, I'd be like, okay, like,
I'm done.
like I'd just be like, all right, like this is that's her. I'll start up a dispensary line. Fucking see you guys. Like that'd be her for me. Like I wouldn't want to. I mean, but you gotta hand it to him because that's his fucking life is fighting. Like even at 47 years old, and it's crazy. But
Yeah.
you see footage of him training and still at 47 years old, for fuck's sakes, and you know, like been through so many injuries and you know, and all that shit, and it's just like these guys, man, like doing that sport, you know, you get injured while you're training, you get injured while you're fighting, like it's,
Yeah.
you know, taekwondo, you know, I mean, there's different shit to that too. I mean, you do wear the armor and all that shit, but you get up to the Olympic level and people are trying to kick your head right off your body. And it's just like UFC when you get to the Olympics in taekwondo. It's vicious, and you know, and I guess that's why you know the Olympics only come around once every 4 years, because it's you know it's some but you know they have matches down in Britain too all the time, like that they're Olympic qualifiers. Like I got this one lady on my Facebook that I follow named Bianca Walkton out of Britain there. She's a pretty good lady fighter there, so I follow her. I follow this other one out of Australia too. Shannon Shotgun O'Connell. She's a pretty good little boxer too. So, yeah, but, you know, that kind of ends it for this segment, because I think I might have to have a shower.